Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Now, y'all may not know this, but when I eat, whew, look at this. Boy, I make a mess everywhere, don't I? But I guess it's okay, because I'm a pig. Now, some of you have probably not seen this part of my area before. And you can tell by the noise, yep, I got me a little hidden sheep farm over here. Now, I'm going to put that wool there because, watch, this is cool. It lets me step up and over, but it won't let the sheep get out. And there's a reason why I'm over here doing this. Some of y'all that have been watching, you probably know what I'm up to. I am trying to get enough wool so that I can finish blocking up the top of the mine that's down there. That sounds so weird to say. The top that's down. But I think y'all know what I mean. You remember how I was putting brown wool on top of the wood to keep the mobs from spawning? Well, yeah, that's a little project that needs to be taken care of. And like I said in previous episode, I think this episode is going to be partially about just taking care of all the little things that I've been neglecting. So, I'm also collecting some vines over here from my little, makeshift vine farm. Blah. I don't know what the deal is. I just can't get words out of my mouth today. Here we go. We're just going to collect some more here. I think I'll put that there for now. That'll be safe. And I do need to come over here and get some cocoa beans so that I can dye this wool brown. But yeah, like I was saying, I've just got so many little things that I've been meaning to take care of, and my focus has been on some pretty big projects. So I think we're just going to take care of some of the little things today. And then if I have time, I'm going to see if I can figure out how in the world am I going to catch a blaze and a wither skeleton so that we can go ahead and finish off that nether portal project down there. So, first thing I'm going to do, a few episodes back I had talked about making mossy cobble and spreading it around a little bit more in this area. Now, I'd kind of done a little bit over here, but you can see that I ran out. And I think it'd be nice if it was just spread out a little bit more. I don't think I've put any over in this area at all. Nope. So, let's go ahead and just come over here and we're going to get some cobble. Can't remember which. There we go. I knew there was one in there that I had stopped. And, y'all probably seen this before, but kapow! That's so cool. I love it. And this is more based off of intuition than it is actual planning. I mean, I just kind of look around and, see how they're kind of spread far enough apart so they're not too close together. They're not really messing with your eyes. But it's just enough that you go, oh, a different change. So, and I promise you, if you try to copy a pattern, like if you go, okay, here, 1, 2, 3, that, 1, 2, 3, that. If you do that, you will create a pattern. And the human eye is crazy, and the brain, it's nuts. It will be able to pick out patterns. It will be able to find that there is meaning or purpose to something instead of randomness. So when I'm doing a little project like this, just trying to, make it look random, I kind of let myself be random. I just walk around until all of a sudden I feel like, I should stop and change this block. And then I do it. So that's a little tip, just a little, interior decorating tip from Piggy. So I know I'm using mossy cobble, but technically we're indoors, so go with it. Interior decorating, yeah. So I think that's going to work. I don't know. I think I need a little bit more over here. Let's pop one more in there. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. I may come back off camera and just tweak this a little bit. But let's see. Do I have enough wool? I think so. And I know some of y'all are probably going, Whoop. Oh, no. Oh, I picked it up. Okay. Man. Anyway, I know some of y'all are probably going, Piggy, this is kind of a slow little episode. You're not really getting to a point. You're not. Uh-oh. Nighttime. Let's fix that quick. So while I'm sleeping, I'll explain it. Yeah, this episode's just going to be a little more laid back. It's not going to be so much of, like I said, the focus on the big projects. We're just going to walk around and take care of a few little things. Uh-oh. Okay, I tell you what. I'm going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to get set up. Oh, there's one there too. Okay. I will take care of this mess, and I will be right back. Well, I made it up here safe and sound, but something is going on. That. Oh, man. You little... Oh, yes! Oh, score. Oh, I couldn't have planned that better myself. That was awesome. For y'all that don't know, there's really only one thing I can think of that drives me insane in Minecraft, and that is bats. I kid you not. These things, I don't know how they know when you're trying to mine or when you're trying to build, or I had one viewer comment and say he thought they worked for the Secret Service for the mobs, because every time you would try to shoot one with a bow and arrow, the bat would get in the way and stop the arrow. And I tell you what, that is exactly how I feel. So that was cool. That was sweet justice. And I think that's what's going to be cool about this lava area. Bats, bring it, buddies. I've got a friend. It's called my nether portal. Oh, that was great. So, here we go. We're going to... Okay, now I got to remember if it's... Yeah, okay. See, I thought maybe it was that, but it's that. So you put them side to side. Oh, that's not going to be enough, is it? Well, we'll go ahead and do what we can. I think during the course of this episode, I'll make a few trips back and forth, and we're just going to try and see if we can get this all covered up, because a few of these areas uncovered, the mobs, they just keep spawning. Now, let's see. Right? Nope. Okay. I was going to say, if this block extended to right here, see how you would have just like one open block? Well, a mob can't spawn there, but see how there's two here? So they could spawn here, but the carpets, I don't really understand how the game like calculates. Whoa. Oh gosh. I'll just put that there even though I shouldn't. It doesn't need to be there, but it looks nice. Makes it stay uniform. But anyway, I don't quite understand how the game calculates where mobs should spawn other than light levels. But carpet, boy, I ran out of that way too fast. Oh, I'll just hop down. Carpet keeps mobs from spawning. So, that's awesome. We can at least control this area and not have bad guys falling down on us. So, got that little piece done. Got the some of the mossy cobble done up there. Let's see. I'm going to need to go check my list and see what's next. I don't know why I didn't do this before I hit record. I should have been on top of things. I should have been ready to go and not made y'all just keep wondering, Piggy, do you even know what you're doing, buddy? Come on. Such is the life of a pig. Oh, well. Well, I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to check my list and figure out what in the world I need to do, and then I'll come back and show you my next little project. All right, everybody. I figured out what my next little project needs to be. I think y'all remember this area. This is the gear house over by my sawmill. Let me go over here. I'll show you. There we go. I'm really proud of this build. This turned out so nice, and I really do need to figure out what to do to finish that, because there are just some minor touches that need to be done over here to call this area complete. But as you all know, it takes time. But I figured a simple, easy thing I could do today would be to kind of finish off the water and go ahead and extend the stream out to this main area. Now see how this area is one block down from that level? Well, if I walk over here, it goes to 2. And I think what I want to do is I want to kind of dig this away a little bit, just kind of in a shape, almost like a curved side of a triangle. Because you see the way that nature does it, when water flows outwards, it kind of erodes or it washes away the dirt and it curves it. So I think I'm going to dig a channel, make it 2 deep, because 1 deep right here, it would just kind of look weird. It would look a little bit like that. It's like there would be water, but it would look too shallow for some reason. So I'm going to, I don't know about this backside. I'm going to leave this alone for now, because as I come and put a road through here, I may figure out what I want to do with this. But this side, I'm going to give it a little bit of a curve. I'm going to extend this a little bit more along this foundation and then have it kind of arc away. And I'm going to try and see if I can get what would look like a river. And there we go. Kind of opened it up a little bit. I went ahead and left the edges 1 deep and then made the middle 2 deep. That way it tapers downwards. It's not just, a straight drop off. And I mixed in some, you can still see how the grass has grown. It'll die off. The water will be there. Eventually it'll turn to dirt. But I put just some stone and some gravel and sand. And I kind of laid it out the same way that I was doing the mossy cobble over there. Just, really random. Like, got a mossy cobble block right there. Just, to break it up a little bit. So, kind of like how this turned out. It's subtle. It looks simple right now, but to tell you the truth, once I start adding, some other touches, maybe a fence, some more plants and trees, the river will start to make sense. And maybe because that's a little too straight. I don't know. And this is the fun part about Minecraft. You come up with an idea, like that. You finish as much as you can. You come back to it later, you add a little bit more to it, and over time it transforms. Just like you've watched me do to this area through this whole series. We started out with that little village and just an empty world, and we've slowly been transforming it. So, I'm happy with the way this is for now, and I'll come back to it later when inspiration strikes, and we'll change it or add to it as we can see fit. Now, I went ahead and did this. I thought this would be a cool idea. Like, the foundation that the structure is built on. Put some mossy cobble here. So, if I can get out of this water. Just, when you come by like that, see how out of the corner of your eye it catches? Oh, look. Maybe some of that dirt washed down and covered up the foundation, but some of it's still poking through. And night is falling, and that's kind of good. That goes right along with the theme of the next project I need to do. In a couple of episodes, y'all have seen that I'll be in the middle of talking, or I'll be in the middle of doing something, and a bad guy will have spawned out here because it's night. And me being unaware, I don't know it's night. And they just waltz right in here, there's nothing to stop them. Well, I'm going to make some fence gates and some pressure plates. So that way, when I want to come in, I just, boop, kind of right click, and it'll open. And as I run across the pressure plate, just like these doors in here, it'll automatically close it for me. And since this area is all lit up, I don't have to worry about bad guys showing up in here. And they'll be held back by the fence. So, I'm gonna go to sleep, make it daytime. I'm gonna make the fences, and I'll bring you right back and show you. Haha! It worked. Some of y'all are probably like, Piggy, what are you doing? Seriously? Okay, there we go. See how that works? I love it. It's like auto doors, just like the ones over here. Now, what I was trying to do was see if there was some kind of like stunt, Evel Knievel type of a... Well, that works. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting totally distracted. Yeah, I wanted to see if mobs like zombies or skeletons, if there's any way that they could get here and wander in. And apparently they can't. They would have to be able to run and jump just like that. So maybe it's like a cool parkour trick or something I could... Oh, okay. I'm going to stop. I'm getting so distracted by that. But see, I put these over here too. And like I said, they're just really cool. It's just a nice subtle touch. It keeps the bad guys out. And when I want to leave, I just walk. I don't have to do anything. And when I'm going in, I just boop, one click. And when I run over the pressure plate, it shuts it. So now I could have used stone pressure plates. And I think that there's iron and gold pressure plates too. But they just didn't look right here. Now, one thing that I wish that they would add to Minecraft is pressure plates and buttons. I know you're like, Piggy, there are pressure plates and buttons. Well, hang on. Let me finish. I wish that depending on what kind of wood you used, just like how they added to the gates and the fence posts, that I could make pressure plates out of, say, spruce or maybe jungle. And the same with buttons. I tell you what, if you had a way to color coordinate buttons, that would be great, because there are some times that, I do a build and I have to have buttons in it for like redstone, and it would be great to know like color coordinated. The red button does this, the green button does that, That'd be cool. And it would make for really nice, interesting decoration. Like you could get a couple of different colors. You could put them up the side of a tree and it might look like, mushrooms are growing on it or something. But anyway, I think for my last project today, I'm going to build something, because as per custom, every episode I have to build something so that y'all have something to build so you can tweet to me. So today we're going to build the house that's going to have the control for the redstone right here. Now for those of y'all that, maybe you've been bad. You haven't watched all the episodes. So you're like, Piggy, what are you talking about redstone? Well, watch. See how the water's flowing? Well, check this out. Flip that switch. Whoop, and the water turns off. That way we can get down here and clean up all the mess if too much algae starts growing or something like that. Or if they have to repair the water wheel down there. Because, sometimes things break. So if that was to ever stop working, they could shut the water off and go fix it. I know, I'm completely going with my imagination, aren't I? But that's cool. I mean, that's what's so fun about this game. Just imagine. Okay. A little Piggy moment there. So I've got all this enclosed, and I think what I need to do is I'm going to just fill in this area with solid blocks. It won't cut off the redstone. If I filled in solid blocks like right here where it's growing up in a stair, like if I put a block here, it would cut that signal off from here. Now I know there's a lever there. I'm going to break this lever. But I'm going to run a signal up this way and into an area right here with controls. But some of y'all are like, Piggy, why are you going to fill this in? Well, see how it's too high? Now, I cannot for the life of me remember if mobs will spawn on top of redstone or not. But we're just going to play it safe. I'll fill this up with cobble. It'll be only one gap high. We won't have any bad guys spawning down there. And I won't come running by one day and hear, and think there's a zombie somewhere, because he'd be hiding down there. So, I'm going to go off camera for what will be a second for you and maybe, I don't know, hour or so for me. I'm going to collect some goodies, and I'm going to see if I can build myself a control room, and then I'll bring you back and show you what I built. Okay? Be right back. Well, here we are on top of the mountain where all the ice has finally frozen. And I know, once again, it's like, Piggy, stop getting so distracted. Ooh, pool of lava. Just like, oh, and pumpkins too, wow. I know. Distracciones. Okay, so, whoop, maybe y'all saw that. So I'm going to make my way over here. Oh, a nice little waterfall too. I'm going to make my way over here and show you the house for the controls. Are you ready? Check that out. Oh, it didn't really look that great from here, did it? There we go. Yeah, that's better. See? And I was messing around with just some. Remember how I did like the cobble fence and the regular fence down in the gear house? Well, I kind of messed around with it here too, and it makes a little bit of a different shape over here because it tries to connect. But I just thought that was cool. It kind of gave a what you would call a tapered look, like it's thick on one end and it gets thinner as it gets taller. Put a little button up there, and y'all have probably seen me do this a little bit. Put these buttons on the end of logs, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all something. Yeah, I didn't come up with that. Honestly, I don't know who came up with that, but the first person I ever saw do it was a YouTuber by the name of False Symmetry. I saw her do this, and I thought, wow, that has got to be the coolest little subtle touch to a build. So I've been throwing them on different logs. It makes it look like a knot in the wood sticking out or something. But there again, like I said, if I could get different colored buttons, I could make it match the wood. But here, let's take a look. Move around. I just wanted it to look like it had been here for a while. You know, some vines had grown on it, maybe some bushes and shrubs. You can still see the foundation through the shrubs, like that. You can see some gravel and mossy cobble. Then I kind of spread it out over here too. And I haven't really worked this area very much. We'll get to that in the next episode. Or not the next episode, sorry. Another episode. But I tried out a little idea where I did stairs up and down, or down and up, like that. And it kind of gave a cool pattern to the wall. So I left it. And then right here, the vine's not going to grow because that's actually gray carpet. Let me show you why. If we break it, there's a torch. And I'm going to squat. I don't know if no, I don't need to. There we go. So when you're running by, you don't really notice it because the gray matches the stone. But at night, you'll see a little bit of a glow of light coming from here. I know I've got a torch there, but I thought it would be cool to have some light glowing from there. And we'll come around here. I've worked the redstone down underneath the structure. And it goes to that button or switch. So, and I've got some more carpet in here. And well, I'll tell you that in a second. That's covering up a jack-o'-lantern, so that way bad guys don't spawn in here. I didn't want to put a torch in. I just wanted some light, so I did that. And light will come through the carpet, so that's pretty cool. And I want to add some decoration in here. I'm not really sure what to add yet. Maybe some shelves, a chest, maybe a picture frame with a tool in it or something. But here, I'll flip the switch. Listen. Hear it? And there's my stone pressure plate. You don't really notice it because it matches the same texture, but auto door. Man, I'm going to build a whole area of auto doors before this is over with. But check it out. Now the water's on. So it works. Our control house works. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I know it wasn't a whole lot. It was just me kind of going around, taking care of a few little things, and you just getting to spend some time with me, and me getting to spend time with you. But what I want y'all to do for this episode is I want you to build a control house for the control so we can shut the water on and off. Y'all can copy this build. You can come up with your own. Express your style of Minecraft however you want. Take pictures of it, send it to me on Twitter, and I'll tweet it out, just like I always do. So, I'm not really sure what I want to do now. Usually I try to do something at the end of the episode. I know. I'm going to try and see if I can parkour my way in here one more time. Can he do it? Yes, he does it. I think I'm going to gather up. Let's see. Yep, I got a pickaxe. Good. I'm going to go mining, and I will see y'all in the next episode.